G'day all, I am #1 Machop fan, and this is Machop's Bulletin. The other day, the official Pokemon Sun and Moon website updated with a whole bunch of new information. The most exciting of the information revealed is the new format for the VGC 17 season. The format will basically be Alola Dex only, which everyone basically saw coming. For those of you who don't know, Alola Dex only basically means you can only use Pokemon that appear in the Alola Pokedex. Just like in 2014 you could only use the Kalos Dex, and 2011 the Univers Pokedex. In addition, there will be no restricted legendary Pokemon, so you cannot use Solgaleo, you cannot use Lunala, although you'll probably be allowed to use Tapu Koko. Mega Evolution has been revealed to be returning to Pokemon Sun and Moon. However, you will not be allowed to Mega Evolve your Pokemon in VGC 17. They will not be allowed to hold Mega Stones, which a lot of people are thrilled about because in Generation 6, Mega Evolutions were basically the core of every single team. Like, you had to have Mega Evolution and you had to build around it. So without that anchor, it'll be a lot more interesting to see how teams actually get built this season. In addition, there is a new feature called Your Time, which replaces the old 45 second per turn, 15 minute per battle timer system that we saw in Generation 6. Instead, you have 60 seconds to make your decisions each turn, but a total of 10 minutes to make all of your decisions combined. And if you run out of that time, you lose. This is to counter or even punish timer stalling. Come to think of it, another PokeTuber by the name of VERLISIFY, bye critics, actually used to complain about how timer stalling was against the rules and yet people were still doing it, and also the issue of hacking Pokemon, as opposed to soft resetting them, because apparently there were rumors going around that some people did it to save time, because, you know, some people have got uni, some people have got work, kind of thing. So, considering the changes that we've seen thus far with Your Time, with hyper training to get the maximum IVs that people usually soft reset for, I actually begin to think that VERLISIFY actually has more power in the Pokemon community than so many people give him credit for. Okay, so for those of you who have decided to stick around and not close off the video after I mention what's his name, let us continue. 3 new Pokemon have been announced in this update. The first evolved forms of the 3 starters. Dartrix is the evolved form of Rowlet. It's basically a taller owl with a bit of a fringe that it has a habit of wiping away, and it really cares about its looks as well. Torracat is the evolved form of Litten. It's basically a bigger, slightly lighter coloured version of Litten, and it is a pure fire type. It is not fire fighting. So it is not like Combuskin, Monferno, and Pignite. However, there is still paranoia that the final evolved form is going to be firefighting anyway. The only change being that the middle form is not firefighting. Brione, or Brion, I don't know how to pronounce its name, is the evolved form of Poplio. It's basically a lighter coloured, fancier looking circus seal. Even more circus-like than ever. All of these 3 Pokemon I found have very much adolescent mannerisms about them. For example, Dartrix, caring so much about its looks, not to mention that infamous fringe that some, dare I say, emo teenagers sometimes have, or had in my day. And Torracat, kind of spoilt as well. Some teens can be like that, some of them, not all of them. Other new features that have popped up, there is a demo coming up. I think it's coming out October 14? I can't remember off the top of my head. There's also been the official announcement of Ash Greninja. Ash Greninja will be in the demo. You'll be able to transfer it from the demo to your games once the games are out. And it has a new ability, Battle something or other, I can't remember off the top of my head, that actually transforms it from a normal Greninja to Ash Greninja, makes it more powerful. Kind of Mega Evolving without actually being a Mega Evolution. Might be viable in VGC 17 if it's in the Alola Dex, but I don't know and I wouldn't hold my breath. Why it's still called Ash Greninja is beyond me. Ash, as in Ash Ketchum, is who it's named after, and is anime exclusive. The games have never featured Ash. Could this mean they'll feature Ash for the first time? I don't know, I doubt it, but the speculation is there. Next up, there's Poképelago, which is a new, dare I say, more humane haven for Pokemon who are stuck in boxes doing nothing. Now they're stuck in boxes actually having a good time. Basically, it's a little archipelago that gets bigger the more Pokemon you have in box. One island that you can access is Isle of Beans, where you can actually find new Pokemon and add them to your collection. And you can also find new items on Isle of Foon. There are plenty more islands that are also going to be revealed in-game and possibly in future announcements. Stay tuned. There's also Festival Plaza, which is your way of interacting with other players. You can collect festival coins there from completing various missions and such, which you can use to buy items or even boosts for your Pokemon. You can even host your own missions for others to play and get rewarded by. Festival Plaza also appears to be how you'll be doing your battles and your trades. Not sure if that's... It sounds less convenient than what we had in the previous games, where you could just do it from anywhere, unless you can access Festival Plaza from anywhere, or these battles are just informal certain rules and not the kind of thing you would normally do. We'll see, there's more info coming up. The next announcement is going to be on October 14. That's where we'll have a lot more clarification, a lot more information, and who knows? Who knows? Anything could happen at this point. I believe October 14 will actually also mark 1 month away from the worldwide launch of Sun and Moon, which is really exciting. Well, that's it for this Machop's Bulletin. I'm number one Machop fan, signing out.